12 big Coronation Street spoilers for subsequent week. What's subsequent at the cobbles? Next week on Coronation Street, Audie's celebration takes a surprising flip whilst one of the partygoers by chance takes LSD. Elsewhere, Ronnie attempts to persuade Debbie to present their dating some other chance, whilst Kid gets the consequences of his DNA test. Here's our manual to 12 massive moments to observe out for. You also can take a look at our series of 35 spoiler photographs from those episodes. 1. Brody brings LSD to Audie's celebration. Carla offers Betsy the keys to the manufacturing facility and tells her to fasten up. Betsy quickly receives distracted via way of means of Brody, Dylan and Lauren and heads to the celebration forgetting Carla's request. Meanwhile, Dylan grows involved whilst Brody tells him of his plan to make a few coins and famous a bottle of LSD. 2. Audie by chance tablets a person. As the celebration receives beneath way, Audie catches Brody with LSD and kicks him out. With Brody out of the picture, Audie divides the LSD into 3 cups. While Nina and Summer drink theirs, Audie's awareness is interested in an incident upstairs. When Audie returns, he realizes a person unknowingly took the cup containing LSD and the nighttime takes a dramatic flip. 3. Nina and Summer try and take into account the nighttime earlier than. Still excessive on LSD, Nina and Summer allow themselves into the cafe. With the sound of sirens arriving, they hold to every different in fear. The subsequent day, the pair try and keep in mind what took place the nighttime earlier than and retrace their steps. 4. Nina tells Roy the truth. With their recollections refreshed, Nina and Summer speak the incident they witnessed at the nighttime of the celebration and realize they should maintain quiet. Nina later confides to Roy approximately taking LSD and famous what she will keep in mind. Roy urges Nina to inform the police. However, will she take his recommendation? 5. Audie's moves have big consequences. Following the celebration, Bernie apologizes to Audie and Asha for Brody's behavior and hopes that he failed to break the nighttime. However, Audie has larger worries whilst a person's circumstance deteriorates after unknowingly taking the LSD. Later, Kid tells Audie that he has obtained a file of medicine on the celebration and Audie will want to make a statement. 6. Debbie is arrested. Debbie calls Kevin and makes out that she's spending the day at a spa motel to clean her head, however she's without a doubt calling from a police station. Abby additionally gets a name from Debbie and heads to the station to choose her up. White changed into Debbie arrested. 7. Ronnie attempts to extray Debbie's mind. Ronnie gets a few recommendation from Carl and comes to a decision to win Debbie lower back with a romantic gesture. He visits her with a bottle of champagne and urges her to present their dating some other try. Debbie knocks him lower back and famous that despite the fact that she loves him, she'd instead he located happiness with a person new than grow to be her carer. 8. Kid gets the DNA consequences. Kit famous to Bernie that he has obtained the DNA consequences and he's Brody's father. Later, Kid additionally stalks the information with Sarah. However, is he organized to inform Brody the truth? 9. Tracy paperwork a plan. Steve supplies divorce papers to Tracy and tells her to test them over. When Steve famous he has no plans for his birthday. Tracy comes up with a wonder plan. Later, Steve and Cassie's time collectively is interrupted via way of means of a textual content from Tracy telling Steve to satisfy her at the Rovers to talk about their divorce. 10. Steve and Cassie pass public with their dating. Steve arrives at the Rovers to realize he has been tricked into having birthday liquids and Tracy has no goal of discussing the divorce. Steve makes a hasty go out, however Tracy follows and unearths him collectively with Cassie. After the incident, Steve tells Cassie he is organized to move public and he would not care who is aware of approximately their dating. 11. Gary is going missing. Liam issues whilst Gary would not solution his calls and factors out to Maria that Gary need to have again from traveling Anna via way of means of now. Maria masks her personal worries to calm Liam. Later, Maria is relieved whilst she gets a message from Gary telling her he is staying with a chum and may be domestic quickly. However, is the entirety because it seems. 12. Millie plots towards Todd and Theo. Millie clocks his response and comes to a decision to set Todd up. She tells Todd she's booked him a schooling consultation with James as an apology for her current behavior. Later, Todd unearths Millie with a beer and lays into her for consuming while pregnant. Millie begs Todd now no longer to inform Theo. However, will he maintain her secret?